How do you connect with your culture? The current state of the world should not stop you from fully connecting with your culture this year. Whether you're looking to reinforce your existing connection with your culture or forge a new connection entirely, this video is for you. That's because today we're going to discuss how to connect with your culture in 2021, all while keeping up with the modern technology, our rapid changing world, and your own personal journey. Hi, my name is Mallory and welcome back to the Tribal Trade channel. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for new videos every week about smudging, the Indigenous culture, and Native teachings. If you're trying to connect with your Indigenous culture and you're feeling a bit stuck or lost, don't give up. Your effort is going to be completely worth it, trust me. I know because I've been through the exact journey you're taking on right now. Connecting with your culture is hard and scary, but it's also completely rewarding. If you're not sure how to get started, you'll definitely will know how by the end of this video, as this video is all about the 4 important points for how to connect with your culture. At Tribal Trade Co., we've helped thousands of people feel more connected to their Indigenous culture. I'm so excited that it's your turn to connect with your culture and that we get to help you along the way. Traditionally, Indigenous culture and teachings were meant to be exclusively shared orally. Today, we're proud to update and continue that tradition by sharing Indigenous culture online. We believe there's no difference between sitting down and sharing information with you in person and sharing this information with you via the web, where we can reach out to even more people like you around the world. This is simply an evolution of the oral tradition our ancestors began so many generations ago. This is important not only for helping people feel more connected to themselves and their culture, but to ensuring the continuation of Indigenous traditions, practices, and culture overall. Everyone's journey is different, but as you get started on your quest for a personal connection to your culture, there are just a few things you can keep in mind. The first thing to know for connecting with your culture is what we've already touched on briefly, and that is the ability to adapt. This past year has really forced all of us to be adaptable, not only to our world constantly changing anyway, but the world of COVID has made it so we're forced to adapt in order to survive. We've had to adapt not only to modern technology, but to losing the ability to connect in person. That means teaching lessons online, sharing information like this over videos, and compiling digital resources that are crucial for helping people like you connect with their culture. These adaptations don't diminish the quality of the material. In fact, they enhance them because they will allow us to connect with each other in ways we didn't think were possible before. It's exciting to be part of that. So just like that, we've had to adapt what we think of as the traditional way of Indigenous teachings, culture, and practices as well. You might also have to adapt your strategy as you navigate the changing world and your personal journey. That's perfectly okay. Accept that your journey will change as you go and move forward confidently. We are all doing the best we can to adapt, so give yourself a ton of credit for that. The second point to know for connecting with your culture is to use your resources. So use your resources to connect with your culture. In some ways, connecting with your culture is easier than ever. I know that might sound crazy, but in reality, you have so much information and so many resources available to you online that can make your journey easier. You can pick and choose resources that feel right to you, speak to you in some way, or make you feel the most comfortable. If you'd like to get started by learning more about Indigenous culture and teachings, you can check out some of our other videos on this channel and subscribe for new ones every week. Some other online resources might include doing research on Indigenous websites, locating Indigenous businesses, participating in an online course or workshop, or engaging with communities of Indigenous people online. With so many options available, I have faith that you'll find it easy to connect with your culture in the way that works best for you. To make it even easier, we've provided some links in the description and comments below to our inclusive Facebook community, our free smudging guide, and our Smudge Circle program as well. What are some ways you personally struggle to connect with your culture? If you feel like sharing, please feel free to do so in the comments below so we know how we can best help you. Now that we've talked about the importance of using online resources and adapting how we connect with our culture, I also want to stress how important it is to continue sharing Indigenous culture. The third point to know for connecting with your culture is to understand why continuity is important. By connecting with your culture, you're contributing to an important process, culture continuity. Without this process, we would lose crucial knowledge, traditions, and practices forever. Without people like you who continue to learn about and seek connection with Indigenous culture, we might lose Indigenous teachings, Indigenous perspectives and worldview, traditional knowledge about plants and animals, important history, unique languages, empathy, kindness, and understanding as well. If we let Indigenous culture fade away, we lose an important part of what makes us human, our ability to understand one another. That's why continuing Indigenous culture is so important, not only to your personal development, but to society as a whole. The fourth point to know for connecting with your culture is to prioritize the sharing and celebrating of Indigenous culture. Spreading the culture at all, whether it's online videos like this one, in classes, or from parent to child, is important. It doesn't matter how you do it, it simply matters that you do it. Otherwise, you risk losing the culture entirely. I hope this video inspires you to get started connecting with your own Indigenous culture. You are not only doing an important service for yourself, but for your ancestors and for all the people who come after you. By continuing with your culture, you're keeping the Indigenous culture alive and maintaining its historic and valuable place in our society. If you want to learn more about Indigenous culture, teachings, and practices in a safe, inclusive environment, check out our inclusive community on Facebook, which will give you access to valuable resources, personal guidance, and a welcoming community of people just like you. Now that you know a little more about the importance of connecting with your culture in today's modern world, I hope you'll be able to move forward with your own journey and have a better perspective and a full understanding of the value of your journey. Even if you're struggling, every step of this process is worth it. What are some resources, ideas, or techniques that make you feel more connected with your culture? Please share with us below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.